From messy breakups to almost dying multiple times and actually quitting YouTube, today we're going over Logan 30 Acres' entire story, not leaving out a single detail. From when he was a baby to when he created SML, all the way to now, starting with Logan's early life. Logan Austin 30 Acre was born on November 17th, 1994, in Pensacola, Florida. He was born into a family with his mother, Jennifer Grant, and his biological father named Kelly 30 Acre, along with his 1-year-old brother, Lance, who would always play a huge role in his life. Around this time period, not much was truly known about Logan at all. However, unfortunately, his biological father, Kelly 30 Acre, wasn't really around much. Kelly was a truck driver and wasn't home a lot to spend much time with Logan and Lance. And because of this, early on in Logan's life, when he was just 3 years old, his mom and Kelly would get a divorce.
And when I was about 3 years old, my mom and dad got a divorce. See, my dad was a truck driver, so I never really saw him that much.
However, this wouldn't be the only tragic event that happened in Logan's life when he was 3 years old. That same year, he and Lance were playing in their playroom, and Lance happened to be playing with a baseball bat. And unfortunately, Lance would strike Logan in the head with the baseball bat, and this would end up cracking Logan's skull open. There was blood all over Logan's playroom, and Lance thought that he had killed Logan.
And he ran to my mom and said, Mom, I accidentally killed Logan. And my mom was like, what? So she picked me up and rushed me to the hospital.
Now, this situation could have very easily killed Logan, or caused some permanent brain damage, but thankfully it didn't. However, Logan does think he got some brain damage, as Logan claims he's really bad at math. Around this same year, Logan's mom would get with a new guy named Brian that would eventually become Logan's stepdad. According to Logan, Brian was a really cool dude, and he liked video games a lot. And thanks to Brian, he's the reason why SML exists, as he is the one who got Logan into liking Mario. So yeah, it's safe to say that Brian was quite the cool dude. That all happened in 1997. However, just 1 year later, in the spring of 1998, Logan would take a trip down to Louisiana for the spring to visit his cousins, and they had a huge pool that Logan loved to swim in. And unfortunately, one of the times that he was swimming, he would get bitten by a mosquito. But it wasn't just any mosquito. It was a giant monster mosquito that carried a very deadly disease, and it was none other than the West Nile virus. West Nile virus is a disease that can be caught by getting bitten by a specific type of mosquito, and this virus can kill people who have it, and Logan had to be the unlucky one who got it. Along with that, he would also contract spinal meningitis, which is also no joke.
So they started doing all these tests, and it turns out that I had West Nile virus and spinal meningitis. Now, apparently this was a big deal because the doctors were freaking out. They were like, get an ambulance, we gotta transfer him to a bigger hospital.
All of this would cause Logan to have severe pain and throw up a lot, but thankfully, after 2 weeks of being in the hospital, Logan would be fully cured, and his mom would even get him Super Smash Bros. For the GameCube to celebrate. Now, for the rest of Logan's early life, he would be raised by his mom and Brian, and we wouldn't really see any more crazy events happen. However, Logan's life would start to take it up a notch in the crazy scale once Logan became a teenager. On November 17th, 2007, Logan would turn 13 years old, which would mark his first official year of being a teenager. And just a few weeks later, on December 8th, 2007, Logan would join YouTube for the first time. After Lance told him about YouTube and how his friend was doing it, his YouTube channel would go under the name Super Mario Logan and would debut with the infamous Super Mario Got Milk commercial spin-off that Logan and Lance filmed. Now, without a doubt, this video was the start of a long journey for Logan and Lance, and Logan would start loving it from the very beginning, as he would film up to 8 videos a day, but clearly they weren't that good, and Logan would later take them down. Now, after Logan would slow down on making random daily videos, he would start to make video game related videos and reviews with his Mario Wingman plushie. Videos such as Wii Games 2007 or Nintendo Monopoly review were really good examples of what he used to do, and honestly, that concept of videos was actually really unique at the time. However, around mid-2008, Logan would start making actual SML videos and skits with his plushies. It would mainly start off with the American Idol series and other random skits. Then, on November 17th, 2008, or better known as Logan's 14th birthday, he would start the series that really skyrocketed the SML channel and blew it up to the success it has today. And that is none other than the Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures series. Season 1 would have 10 episodes, and the whole series would feature one of the most iconic and loved classic characters of all time, Mama Luigi. Modern SML fans will never understand what we've experienced. However, in between the series filming and production, we would see the first official SML movie be made, and that is SML Movie The Nintendo DSi, uploaded in April 2009, and this would be 30 minutes long. And of course, the first SML movie had the honor of having Mama Luigi be one of the main characters in it, the first video of the SML movie series. This video was pretty random to say the least. It had the SML movie portion in it, and even had a segment mid-video of Logan unboxing the DSi.
The system is right here. I got the blue one. Let me just take it out real quick. There it is. And you open it. That's what it looks like.
But now that Logan started doing SML movies and was in the process of ending season 1 of Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures, he would get the flow of it and make this the new permanent type of content that SML would see. And on February 2nd, 2009, Logan would hit 1,000 subscribers.
I got home from school today. I realized that I got 1,000 subscribers and it takes people forever to get 1,000 subscribers.
Now, 2009 was the year where Logan realized that this YouTube stuff could actually be a career for him, as around this time was when YouTube was in the early stages of its monetization system, and Logan was a part of that, thanks to him having over 1,000 subscribers, and Logan would start seeing the money roll in. Now, through 2009 all the way to 2011, Logan would keep doing all of this, and along the way they would start making Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures Season 2 episodes. But unfortunately, at the start of the season, they would have to end up killing off Mama Luigi, as Zeke and Luke would unfortunately have to move to Colorado. This would cause Logan to lose long-term subscribers, and even 2 friends that he could hang out with. But it was all okay, as he would still gain more new subscribers and friends. Now, another thing about Logan that some people don't even know is that he loves cats. Now, as we all know, Logan owned a cat named Precious for many years, but around this time period in 2009, Logan owned a lot of cats, 6 to be exact. Their names were Precious, Dopey, Tiger, Mew Mew, Casper, and Treble. Logan loved these cats, and we would sometimes see them in old videos, or even see Logan post videos of them to test camera's quality. Now, Logan's cats were very cute, but unfortunately, out of the 6, 5 of them would die around this time, and we wouldn't see much of them. However, while Logan had 6 beautiful cats and a thriving channel, Logan's health problems would unfortunately start to stack up, and this time around, they were much worse. Logan started not being able to eat and got really sick when he did, which was really weird because according to Logan, he loved to eat, and would even be able to eat a whole pizza.
And then after a while, I started getting really sick every time I would eat. Like, I couldn't eat anything without feeling like I was gonna throw up. I stopped eating as much as I usually did, which was a lot. I could eat anything. I could eat a whole pizza. I could eat 2 double cheeseburgers. I loved to eat.
Now, because of this, Logan would take a trip to the doctors, and the doctor would claim that nothing was wrong with Logan, which Logan's parents would believe. This would cause Logan to not be able to play video games or get up from the table until he ate all of his food. However, it wouldn't get any better. Logan would keep throwing up and get really sick from food. And after visiting a better doctor, they would find out that Logan had superior mesenteric artery syndrome. This was a really serious case, as it could be deadly for Logan. Because of this, they would have to put Logan on a feeding tube, which definitely wasn't cool, and according to Logan, it sucked.
But he was super wrong. The feeding tube sucked. It hung off my stomach like I had a stupid squid tentacle. I looked like Gooper Blooper from Super Mario Sunshine. I had to be fed this milky jelly stuff, and it got all hard and would clog up the tube, and we would have to flush it.
However, around this time, Logan would meet one of his voice actors and best friends, Lavelle. He would meet Lavelle in a reading class in his sophomore year, and he really liked his personality, so we would start seeing Lavelle in videos. And in this same year, he would also meet the person who would be the mom of his daughter. That would be none other than Chili. They met sophomore year in 2010 and would start dating the same year. Now, this wouldn't change the fact that Logan was in pain, and his health battles were still happening at the same time. Because of this, Logan's mom would get people in Logan's school to wear SMAS awareness shirts to show their support for Logan. Now, just a few short months later, Logan would be at a huge dilemma. His doctor told Logan that they could perform a really huge surgery to fix all of Logan's problems for good. However, this wasn't all good because there was a risk of Logan not making it out alive if the surgery didn't go the way it should have. But Logan was brave enough to take the risk, and on June 20th, 2012, Logan would have his SMAS surgery, and he would end off Mario & Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventure Season 2 before his surgery, in a way that if he died in surgery, the videos would loop forever, and Logan would always be remembered by everyone. But thankfully, Logan would make it out of his surgery, but the recovery process wouldn't be the most fun. According to Logan, he would spend around 33 days in the hospital, and they would have to shove a tube down his nose to feed him, and his stomach was in a deep sleep. On top of all of that, he wouldn't be able to eat the same. The pain was so bad that Logan himself claims that he didn't want to live at the time because of all the pain.
I really did not want to live anymore because at the time, I didn't know when I was going home. They said it could take weeks, it could take months, and I did not want to be in the hospital that long. I told my mom that I'd rather be dead than lay in this hospital bed all day with a tube down my nose.
But during the time that Logan was in the hospital, he would meet someone who would be a huge inspiration in Logan's life, and this was a kid named Jamarcus Mitchell. It would turn out that Jamarcus had leukemia and had been in the hospital for over 2 years, and Jamarcus was the definition of a good kid. Every night, he would tell Logan's grandma that he was praying for him, while Jamarcus was going through his own stuff too. And eventually, Logan would personally meet Jamarcus for the first time, and he would tell Logan why he was at the hospital. And Jamarcus said that no matter what he had, he would be out of the hospital and live his life to the fullest. Jamarcus would really help Logan stay motivated and overall be happier about himself, as Jamarcus kept reminding Logan that they would both make it out of the hospital thanks to the help of God, and that they would both live happier lives after.
He told me how God is going to help me and him make it out of this hospital and we'd both live amazing lives. Jamarcus gave me hope and strength to fight and just to never give up.
However, a few weeks later, Logan would get out of the hospital and finally be free, while Jamarcus, on the other hand, wasn't in the best condition. Jamarcus would continue to be in the hospital and have to keep fighting cancer, and Logan even got him Dr. Dre beats that he had been wanting for a long time, and would continue to keep visiting him. Now, a little after, Logan would get his first ever car, a 2013 Victory Red Chevy Camaro, and he would be as happy as ever. However, in Logan's senior year, he felt like he was too cool for school, so Logan would start failing his classes, he broke up with Chili, lost his friends, and would start to slow down a lot on videos.
Until everything flipped. I started failing all my classes because I was too cool for school. I was full of myself. I acted like I was the king of the world. This caused me to lose my friends. Me and my girlfriend broke up. I stopped doing videos, and that caused problems with me and Lavelle.
But during all this, Jamarcus was doing worse than ever. Logan's mom would call him to inform him about that, and Logan rushed to the hospital to visit Jamarcus. However, when he saw Jamarcus, it wasn't the Jamarcus he remembered seeing. He wasn't all happy and full of joy. He just looked all out of it. Now, Jamarcus wouldn't say much during the visit, but he told Logan a chilling statement. He said that he would be going home soon. And a few days later, Jamarcus would pass away. When Jamarcus said he was going home, he meant that he was going to heaven. Logan would attend his funeral and even help carry the casket, and this would even motivate Logan to go to church more often. Rest in peace, Jamarcus. I'm sure if you were still alive, you would have made a great member of the SML cast. When Jamarcus said that he was going home soon, I started crying so much I could barely see. Rest in peace. Now, after this huge loss in Logan's life, he would feel even more motivated and would fully lock in. He would bring his grades up and graduate JM Tate High School on June 4th, 2013. And after this, he started to fully focus on YouTube again. In 2013, we would see Logan hit 100,000 subscribers, which at the time was Logan's biggest accomplishment in life, and he was unstoppable. On top of all that, he got everything together and got back with Chili. Everything was now looking up again for Logan, the start of Logan's adult life. Now, 2013 would be a huge year for Logan, as he would continue to push out 2 videos a week, and he was doing really good health-wise. But in 2014, Logan would officially start his adulthood. Now, this is a bigger deal than some people think, as Logan was officially an adult and he would start to have to be more careful with what he did. And in 2014, Logan would find himself in his first encounter with the law. He would get his first speeding ticket, and it would be a hefty $500 for going 66 miles per hour in a 30 zone. Now, while this may not have been a lot for Logan, the judge told Logan that if she saw him in court again, he would go to jail.
I even got my first speeding ticket, and it was a bad speeding ticket. I was going 66 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone, and that's 30 miles per hour over the speed limit. So in Florida, you get arrested for going that fast. But I almost got arrested that night. Thank God I didn't. The cop decided to just give me a court date instead, where the judge gave me a $500 speeding ticket, and she said if she ever saw me in court again, she would put me in jail.
Now, besides this, 2014 would be another huge year for Logan. He would keep making 2 videos a week, and would even start expanding his crew. As in the 2014 Summer School series, we would see a set of new characters and voices on the block, and they would be voiced by the infamous Poopy we all know today. Now, Poopy and Logan have been friends since high school, but he wouldn't join the crew until 2014. But we would see him start off by voicing characters like Cody and Brooklyn Guy. Along with that, Poopy would play a real-life human character named Jorge in the Summer School series. Besides the Summer School series and the addition of Poopy, Logan would make other iconic series like Chef Pee Pee Quits in 2014, and many OG fans consider this the best SML year ever. I really miss the old days. Watching these old videos makes me miss the good old days of SML, a time before Goodman was a rich jerk and Jeffy was even a thing. However, 2015 would be no different for SML. We would start this year off by Logan continuing to make 2 videos a week, and not much would really change. However, this year would be a very crucial year for Logan's life, as for the first time ever, Logan was moving out of his parents' house and living on his own. Now, obviously, Logan was at an all-time high when it came to popularity, and it only made sense if he moved out so he could live on his own, and the overall quality of videos would become a lot better. Now, obviously, Logan would take advantage of this and make it into an SML video. On April 16th, 2015, we would see SML movie Bowser's House Fire. In this video, Junior lit a candle in his room, and as we all expected, later in the video, he would end up causing the whole house to catch on fire.
What's wrong with the house? Oh my God, it's on fire! How did it get on fire? Let's go see it! Wait, what's that noise all about? I'm trying to sleep. Wait, my house is on fire! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, take that, you fiery bastard!
Now, this plot would lead us into a tour of Logan's new home and the new era in his life, which was the apartment.
So this here's the living room. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know,
Wow, it looks really cool.
Doesn't even look half bad. I like it.
After this huge accomplishment in Logan's life, he would take the videos up a notch now that he wasn't living with his parents, and we would see way more messes and chaotic videos, plus a lot of destruction. Along with this, the rest of 2015 would go amazing amazing for Logan, and we'd even see another new addition to the SML cast, and it would be none other than Elena Keys. It was awesome that Logan finally brought in another female voice actor, and it really helped add more variety to the characters. Elena kicked things off by voicing Rosalina, and for the rest of 2015, we kept getting a bunch of junior videos, along with a few featuring Mario and Rosalina too. However, 2016 on the other hand would be a really special year for Logan, and can honestly be in debate for Logan's best year of his entire life. In the first month of 2016, Logan would start off the year by releasing a video that changed SML forever in a good and bad way. On this day, a new video dropped titled SML Movie Mario the Babysitter. In it, Mario starts dreaming about rescuing Rosalina from Bowser, but his heroic moment gets cut short when he's woken up by a knock at the door. When he answers it, he's met by someone completely new, a character we've never seen before.
Hello?
Hey, you want to see my pencil?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Jeffy. See, it says it on my shirt. Jeffy. Oh, my mom dropped me off. And she said, my name is Jeffy.
Okay, I get that your name is...
See my pencil?
This character would be none other than Jeffy, and as we know today, Jeffy is one of the sole reasons SML is where it is today, and this random day in January would be the start of it. After this video dropped, Logan would start using Jeffy more in videos, and would eventually become a main character, even though Jeffy was originally just supposed to be a one-time character. Now, besides Logan basically making his whole YouTube career in 2016, we would also see Logan hit his next craziest milestone, 500,000 subscribers.
And oh, by the way,
Thank you for 500,000 subscribers! Yeah, so, subscribe.
Yep.
However, Logan wouldn't be done in 2016, as he would just check off another thing on the list every person wants to accomplish in their life. Logan would finally be purchasing his own home. In October of 2016, Logan finally moved out of the apartment. We actually saw this happen in the Koopalings Part 2, where the crew literally destroyed the entire apartment, and by the end of the video, they announced that they were moving out. This new house would go on to mark the beginning of several big eras in Logan's life and SML as a whole. But looking at the bright side, the first video filmed there was SML Movie The New House, where they officially showed off the place for the first time.
okay, everybody, look at your new house.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god, that's amazing! Oh my god!
Oh, can we go and look inside?
Can we look inside?
Sure, follow me.
And fun fact, the new house kicked things off with another huge milestone in Logan's life. Right around the time Logan moved in, he hit 1 million subscribers, and even uploaded a video celebrating it just 2 days before they even showed off the new house on the SML channel.
I was typing.
Now, along with the new house, Logan would also get another crew member, which was Anthony. Logan knew Anthony from high school, but didn't really know much about Anthony after they graduated until 2016. When Logan and Lavelle went to go to T-Mobile, they would end up running into Anthony, as he was working as the manager for a part-time job since he was in the military and was off duty at the time. And Anthony would find out what Logan was doing nowadays, and decided to show off his voice impressions to Logan, and clearly Logan would like it, as Anthony had some super good impressions. So that same night, he would go to the house to film, and he would eventually join the SML crew.
I immediately thought, I was like, this is what I've always wanted to do. So I looked at him and I was like, hey, listen, I do a lot of voices. I can do over 500 impressions. Is there any way I could just take you outside real quick and just do something for you? And he was like, yeah, let's go outside. I told SML Theory about 20. I don't remember how many I did, but it was definitely more than 20. And he said, I need you in my channel. Come by tonight. We'll see if you're a good fit.
Moving into 2017, we would see some good come for Logan, but also some bad. Now, starting off in 2017, Logan as a person would be doing really good for himself. He was making super good money off of YouTube and getting millions of views per video. video, and his health was looking super good, with no major health problems. Along with all that, we would start getting a deeper look into Logan's personal life and more behind the scenes content. This is because Chili would start vlogging on her channel, and she would upload almost daily. These vlogs would consist of behind the scenes content, or even just vlogs of her, Logan, and Tito running errands or just hanging out. And the fans would like these vlogs, as they really got to see what Logan would do during filming and how much effort was put into the videos, or simply what Logan would do in his personal life. Really brings forth a newfound appreciation for how hard Logan works on his videos. Also, in 2017, he would hit the beautiful milestone of 2 million subscribers, which was just another step closer to 10 million subscribers.
Holy fuck, God! We just hit 2 million subscribers!
Now, after Logan hit 2 million subscribers, just a couple weeks later, Logan dropped a huge announcement. On July 9th, 2017, Chili posted on her channel that Logan was working on the Super Mario Logan movie. This was a feature-length film that was planned to have every single SML character. The story was supposed to revolve around Nancy trying to kidnap Jeffy and take him back, but she ends up kidnapping Mario instead. However, we never got to see the movie. Logan kept pushing back the release, posting vlogs on Chili's channel, explaining the delays, and promising fans that it would eventually come out, but it never did. And yeah, fans were not happy about it. I actually forgot this movie ever existed. Me in 2017. Ooh, I'm so excited. Me now. I'm not even excited. Now, Logan's excuse for this is that it would rain a lot, and sometimes the crew wouldn't be available, which really doesn't justify it, as Logan had all of 2017 to make a 1-hour movie, and these excuses would be debunked a few years later, when they'd refilmed the movie with a similar production in only around a week. Now, besides the dumb movie shenanigans, the rest of 2017 would actually go pretty well for Logan. He would keep growing his brand and living his absolute best life, and we would even see Logan get 3 new pets. In 2016 and 2017, he would get a spider named Terrence, which we would see featured in SML movie The Tarantula, and on top of that, they would get a turtle named Shelby, and we would see it appear multiple times in videos. One example of that is in SML movie Bowser Jr.'s Mom. And finally, they would get a pet hamster, which Jeffy would name Pee-Pee Suck. Now, these are all pets that Logan himself would get, but along with these, he would also start to raise 2 more pets upon moving into the new house. These 2 pets were none other than Snowball and Blizzard. These were 2 Siberian Huskies who were Chili's dogs, and they would start living in the SML house. Now, 2017 was shaping up to be another good year, up until around December, when everything would take a bad turn. Logan suddenly started getting all of his videos demonetized. It was super weird because he'd been posting the same kind of stuff forever and had never had any issues before. But when it first happened, he totally lost it online, and bro went full on meltdown mode.
What is going on? I censored it! I censored it! There's videos that I don't censor that still have ads on them. And YouTube, what? Not advertiser friendly. Is this friendly enough? Is that friendly enough?
Now, this was just a crash out towards one video. Later on in December, Logan would get almost every single video demonetized or age restricted. So you can just imagine how much crashing out Logan had off camera. However, going into 2018, the problems wouldn't get any better. This would make Logan have to move channels for the first of many times. Logan would move over to Super Luigi Logan and have a fresh start on there. Now, by this point, Logan's life wasn't looking the best, and he had a lot of problems on his hands. months, but Logan wouldn't learn from his mistakes, as he would keep doing the same type of content on Super Luigi Logan, and would keep cursing and doing inappropriate jokes. And eventually, Super Luigi Logan would also get fully demonetized after only 1 month of switching over. And at the time, Logan's supporters would stay loyal and be on his side, as at the time, most people thought it was just YouTube being stupid. YouTube just doesn't understand. You don't ban Logan Paul for recording an unalive body, but you won't let a person do plush videos? Now, this would motivate Logan to move channels yet again. So he would keep battling with YouTube on Super Luigi Logan, where he would keep going back and forth, losing his ads, or regaining them. And on May 9th, 2018, Logan's life would get a lot worse. Chili would drop a vlog saying they were gonna be on Good Morning America. And honestly, it sounded like total clickbait at first. But nope, they were actually being for real.
YouTube and your kids, the popular channel that so many children are watching, 35 million views and counting. Okay, it looks like I'm harmless, but it's filled with violence and foul language. The parenting alert for you this morning.
Oh my god. This is gonna be so. Did you hear that? It's filled with violence. Oh my god.
I can't wait to see what Michael Strahan, Super Bowl champion, has to say about my video.
Now, you can tell from Lance's face that he was disappointed. The segment was all about kids' YouTube channels that were supposedly too violent or not really kid-friendly. And yup, Logan's channel made it on the list. At the same time, he didn't think much of it, but a few years down the line, that moment would come back to haunt him in a really bad way. However, all the YouTube issues aside, in 2018, Logan started having some stomach problems once again. On February 27th, Logan would go to the doctors to get checked out, and it turns out that they needed to perform a surgery on Logan to find out what was really wrong with him. The procedure was called an endoscopy, and they would essentially put the camera down Logan's throat, and this would help him see if there was anything wrong with him.
Because they want to see if all that's fine. They got an endoscopy on Thursday, which means I'm gonna go in and they're gonna put a camera down my throat and basically take a camera and see what's wrong, because my doctor thinks it might be a stomach ulcer, but we gotta see. So I mean, I'm glad everything's getting done so fast, but I'm also kind of nervous because this Thursday is so soon.
Now, the day would roll around pretty quick, and Logan would get his endoscopy, and thankfully, nothing was wrong with him, and fans were supporting Logan through all of this. Feel better, Logan. We all love you. I'm so glad that Logan is okay. I hope and pray that you have a super speedy recovery. Love you all. Now, this was everything major that happened in Logan's life through 2018, and for the rest of the year, he would keep battling with YouTube, but 2019 would be yet another year packed with good and bad events in Logan's life. Now, for the start of 2019, Logan would keep uploading on Super Luigi Logan, despite the circumstances, and would go all the way to the summer of 2019. In the summer, he would fully move channels again. This time, the move was over to Super Bowser Logan, but unlike before, this switch felt different. Logan went completely family friendly, like 100% clean content, something we've never really seen from him in the past. Now, this wouldn't be just the only thing Logan did during the summer. Around this time, Logan would finally launch his own merch site. They would start off by making SML backpacks, lunch boxes, back to school supplies, and even selling the Jeffy puppet. Logan would even make a video announcing that pre-orders would be delayed until July to make the quality of the puppets the best they can be.
But due to production delays and us trying to make the Jeffy puppet perfect, it's gonna have to be pushed back to the end of July.
Now, if you pre-ordered the Jeffy puppet, don't worry, because we are processing a small discount for everyone who's already put in their pre-order.
Along with this, Logan would promote the merch even more by making videos like SML movie Jeffy's backpack. Now, after all this occurred, everything was honestly looking up for Logan again, as his videos were no longer demonetized. demonetized, and he was making super good income off his merch. However, in November, Logan announced a huge change that was in the works for the channel and the merch. On November 2nd, 2019, Logan dropped a vlog on the Chili channel titled Permanent Change to SML Videos. We're nervous. In it, he talked about some major changes coming to the channel, and that he hoped that everyone would stick around after the change.
But yeah, so I have some big changes coming to my videos. So hopefully you guys will stick around after a week from now, once y'all see the change. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And no, don't think it's like something major, like we're not getting rid of Jeffy. Like, that's not it. It's something even bigger than that.
Some fans were hyped, others a bit nervous, but just 2 days later, on November 4th, the big change finally dropped. Suddenly, we saw human versions of Junior, Joseph, Cody, and Bowser, with Mario and Rosalina joining later. And yeah, let's just say fans were not feeling it.
Bro, this just looks like a pile of shit.
Okay. No, the puppets look really ugly. Please don't keep using them. I like your channel, but please don't.
Now, at first, they stated that this change would be permanent, but thankfully it wouldn't be at the time, and the next video would go back to using the plushies as if nothing ever happened. However, around 1 month later, things would take a turn for the worst in Logan's life. On December 4th, 2019, Chili made a tweet saying, "All relationships are fake anyways, lol," and this would worry everyone, as it may have meant that Logan and Chili broke up, and well, rightfully so, that ended up being the truth. We would start seeing less uploads on the Chili channel, and when they would upload, everything just seemed forced. From the titles, to them in the videos sounding straight up sad. And this would be 100% confirmed when Logan went live with Lavelle later that month, and he would confirm everything, along with also exposing Chili, and would even show off the new girl in his life, Adriana, which is an ex-hooker from Miami, Florida.
So today, my mom, because Chili refused to get out of my house, because I broke up with her forever ago, but she was refusing to get out of my house. My mom, like, caught them, like, f***ing together at my house. And, yeah. And so...
I see you, boss. I stand on him.
So, yeah, but we're on our way to a restaurant right now, and I was like, I'll go live with Lavelle again.
Now, this was a huge change for Logan's personal life. However, the videos, on the other hand, didn't really get affected, as Chili didn't voice any of the important characters, and she really didn't contribute to videos much. But this drama had basically been happening for the past 5 years, with there being periods each year where there is drama. But I made a whole 1-hour video covering all that if you want to go learn more about it. However, moving on to 2020, the drama was still happening, but the videos were the exact same. Everything would go well for Logan and everyone else during the first few months of 2020. However, Logan and everyone else's life would take a huge turn in March of 2020. In March, the worldwide pandemic named COVID-19 was at its peak at the time, and lots of people were losing their jobs because of this. And you might be wondering why I'm even bringing up COVID and how this even affected SML. Now, there were some things that happened, like Poopy not being able to film because of COVID, and not wanting to get his elderly parents sick, on top of SML introducing new characters that everyone hated to replace Poopy's characters, like Harry and Officer Top and Bottom. But eventually, Poopy did end up coming back, and the videos went back to normal. At this point, Logan's channel was fully thriving again. This is until November 5th, 2020, where Logan and everyone else in the crew but Poopy tested positive for COVID-19. Now, this was pretty bad news for Logan, as his past health issues could have an effect on him having COVID, or make everything worse. And this, unfortunately, would happen, as later on, in a few months, during New Year's, Logan got parosmia, which is a condition where it distorts your taste and smell, and makes food taste like trash.
It's a condition that distorts your smell and taste, and it makes food taste like trash. It makes it taste like gasoline. It makes food taste like rotten meats. It's awful. It makes you not want to eat anymore.
Now, as we all know, this is a symptom you may have when getting COVID, but it's actually possible for people to get this symptom even after recovering from COVID, and Logan ended up being the unlucky one. And this would unfortunately last for 5 months, and in May of 2021, Logan would thankfully recover from this. Now, besides Logan's battles towards the end of 2020, his content would keep getting good, And in 2020, Logan would yet again expand on his pets, and he would get a new cat named Pumpkin, which was an orange cat. But unfortunately, around December of 2020, his relationship issues would start up again heavily, this time with Adriana. In the more recent SML drama, it was revealed that Adriana was physically and mentally abusing Logan during December of 2020, and Logan recorded a lot of it, from destruction of property to Adriana even threatening Logan with a knife. Yeah, Logan was definitely going through a lot in his personal life, but 2021 would be looking up for Logan, but also not really. The year started out pretty normal, with just the usual SML videos being filmed, but then on February 13th, 2021, things took a horrible turn, and possibly the worst thing that has ever happened to Logan happened. Out of nowhere, a video popped up on Lance's channel called "Is SML Being Sued?" The title alone had fans freaking out, and when people clicked it, Logan dropped the bomb. Nintendo had actually sent them a cease and desist letter.
And then the purpose of this is because we've unauthorized use of the Nintendo brand in conjunction with profane, offensive content on multiple of your YouTube channels, named after iconic Nintendo characters, such as Super Mario Logan, Super Luigi Logan, Super Bowser Logan, Super Daisy Logan, I haven't even used those yet, but they want to stop it. So here's the thing. They're not suing us. It's like the cease and desist letter. It's saying stop it, or we will sue you.
This shocked literally everyone, as no one had expected this at all. I'm gonna miss the Nintendo characters. Why? It's a doll, dude! This was my worst fear. SML becoming so popular that Nintendo recognized them. And the cease and desist letter didn't just stop as a warning. It completely shook things up for SML. Nintendo basically told Logan he had to rename all of his YouTube channels and get rid of anything even remotely tied to Nintendo. So he would have to make some major changes to the branding of his channels. And along with this would probably be the most major change of all. He would permanently have to start using his characters, as the Nintendo plushies were not permitted anymore. Now clearly, this letter was a big wake-up call for Logan. He had to lock in and start doing what's right. So after this, Logan would start using his own characters from now on, and make absolutely zero references to Nintendo at all. Now, a few months later, in March, Logan would officially stop uploading new videos on Super Bowser Logan, and make his fourth and hopefully final move ever to a new channel, which is the current SML channel that we watch videos on today. Along with this new channel came the remakes of older videos, which Logan was supposed to keep doing until he recreated every video, but obviously he stopped. Now, things were starting to look up again. We had a new SML channel with Logan's own branded characters. He started bringing back cussing, and along with that, we still got to watch all of the old channels, right? Well, sadly not for long, as on July 7th, 2021, Logan would have to do one of the most gut-wrenching things that he would ever have to do. He announced that on July 8th, he would have to delete his original channel that he had ran for over 14 years at the time. Now, this news hurt many.
Hey guys, it's Logan. I just wanted to make this video real quick to let you guys know that tomorrow, this YouTube channel will be officially deleted forever. The videos, the channel, everything will be gone. You'll no longer be able to see this channel starting tomorrow. So I just want to make this video to let you guys know.
And I mean many people. It still feels so unreal. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Now, for everyone who didn't believe it, they got proven wrong the very next day, when Logan dropped a video on one of his alt accounts showing himself actually deleting the channel, and it was not easy to watch.
So we're gonna press the delete button now. On the count of 3 again, we're going to delete the channel. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, your content is being deleted. Your content is in the process of being permanently deleted. Usually this takes a few minutes, but it can take up to a couple of days if you have a lot of content. Ooh.
And just like that, on July 8th, 2021, Super Mario Logan was officially gone. Then, barely a month later, on August 2nd, Logan announced that Super Luigi Logan would be the next to go.
Hey guys, this channel will be deleted soon. Go subscribe to our new channel. This is where we're going to be uploading new videos every week, 4 times a week. So go subscribe to our new channel. This channel will be deleted soon.
Now, all this happening in the span of 8 months was really shocking to say the least. But besides this, other stuff was happening in Logan's personal life. First of all, Logan would unfortunately lose his pet that he loved the most, which was Precious. On April 13th, 2021, Precious would sadly pass away due to a kidney failure. And a few short days later, we would see Logan go on Instagram Live and show Precious in serious pain. And it was really sad to watch. After Precious's death, Logan would even make a tribute video to her, which was SML movie Precious's biggest fan. Now, the relationship side of things would start to get confusing real quick, as on August 31st, 2021, Chili uploaded a vlog titled SML Kissed Me During Jeffy's Birthday, behind the scenes. Now, the title was really odd, because we know that Chili and Logan have been broken up since late 2019, and Logan was with Adriana, but the title wasn't clickbait. Logan would actually kiss Chili.
Okay, so the video is gonna be good.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Logan.
Yeah, this clip alone confused everyone. I'm lost with this relationship. It's been everywhere, lol. This relationship is hurting my brain, but it's nice to see things go back to somewhat normal. However, this clip would make much more sense just a few months later on Christmas Eve 2021, as we would see Chili upload a vlog that shocked everyone. The vlog's title was We're Pregnant, SML and Chili Huge Life Update. Now, this title seemed way too fake to be true, but upon clicking the video, we see that it's most definitely not clickbait. Chili and Logan announce in the video that they're pregnant, and that they're gonna find out the gender of their kid on the next day, which is Christmas.
So, we're gonna get to the point. So, Chili's pregnant.
I'm pregnant, and we're not kidding. It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's
We have
not.
proof.
It's not a joke. She's really pregnant. We don't know the gender yet. We're gonna find that out tomorrow on Christmas. So, real quick.
And believe it or not, this is not a joke at all. A few days later, on the 29th of December, we would see the gender reveal vlog be uploaded. And we would end up seeing that Logan's first ever child was gonna be a girl. And we would even see Logan cry for one of the first times ever.
I told you I had a feeling it was a girl.
That's not fair. What is she? I told you. I know.
I'm so happy.
This is. Oh my God! Look. What did I tell you?
Now, honestly, this was really wholesome, and this was the biggest accomplishment in Logan's life, and it will most definitely be for a while. Along with this, Logan would officially move in with Chili permanently, as the filming house was all over the internet at this point, and Logan just wasn't safe in there. And it would have been beneficial if he lived with Chili again, so they could raise their daughter together. Now, for Logan's business side of things in 2021, on October 20th, he would officially open the first ever SML store in Cordova Mall in Pensacola, Florida, and Logan would even host meet and greets there. Now, moving on to 2022, this year would be the start of a brand new era in Logan's life. His fatherhood is officially starting, and Logan was gonna have his new biggest responsibility on his hands in just a few months. However, this wouldn't affect the video schedule at all, as he would keep uploading 3 videos a week, and we wouldn't see anything major happen to the SML channel or Logan up until July 6th, 2022. On this day, Chili would start getting really close to going into labor. We would see a vlog uploaded titled Chili Tries to Go Into Labor. It actually worked. And in the vlog, they would try multiple labor techniques, as they wanted Lily to be born on the 7th of July. And around 7:45 a.m. on the 7th of July, Chili was having really bad contractions, and it seemed like the time was coming.
Do you want to get in the car, or do you want to do it here?
That's what I'm trying to decide on. Okay, let's go to the car.
Oh, let's go. Okay, so I went to bed at 5 a.m.
Like Fortnite.
After this, they drove to the hospital, and on July 7th, 2025, at 4:53 p.m., Lily 30acre was born.
I can go.
Between them. It's kind of like a gummy bear. A little tougher. Try again. There you go.
Now, it was official. Logan was now a father, and was on to the next stage in his life. We would see Logan vlog almost every day during 2022, and we would actually get to see how Logan raised Lily. For the rest of 2022, we would see Logan do the normal content on SML that he always does, along with living his first year as being a dad. And we would even get to see Logan and Chili temporarily get 2 new pets. They would find 2 baby kittens in their garage randomly one day, and they would end up keeping one of them for some time, and eventually give them the name Gary and Gabriella. But after some time, they would unfortunately give the kittens away to their neighbor. However, in 2023, we wouldn't see much difference. Nothing much major happened in Logan's life. He was doing better than ever financially in 2023, and we would start to see way more sponsors and videos.
Eggs in your hatchery? What are you talking about?
I'm playing Dragon City, Junior.
What's Dragon City?
You don't know what Dragon City is? You lump. You mook.
What is Dragon City?
You're really gonna make me go over to the green screen, aren't you? Okay. Hey guys, I want to tell you about this awesome game I've been into called Dragon City. It's a world filled with dragons where you get to be the boss.
However, at the same time, this would stir up problems for casual viewers, as they would not like the sponsor segments mid-video, as they would just mess up the plot. But besides this, Logan's life in 2023 would be no different, and he would keep doing good physically and financially. However, 2024 wasn't another perfect year. Now, in 2024, Logan thought of a new sort of plan that would help him push out way more content for his audience to watch. So Logan's plan was that he was going to start daily vlogging on Chili's account, keep the usual 3 videos a week on SML, launch a brand new SML gaming channel that daily uploads, and still squeeze in a reaction video after that every other day. Now, that's already a wild amount of work for one person, right? But here's the thing. Logan didn't have a full production team back then, no editors, no thumbnail designers, nothing like that. Just his usual crew and voice actors. And he seriously wanted to handle all of that himself. Eventually, he realized it might be time for him to bring in some help. He even made a vlog titled I Need an Editor, where he broke down his entire schedule and what he was struggling with. At that point, he was juggling 3 main videos a week, a daily vlog, and a reaction every other day. And this was before the gaming channel even existed. In the video, Logan talked about how tough it was to find editors who could match his style, especially for the main SML videos. So instead, he figured he might look for editors to help with other stuff, mainly the reaction videos, just to take off a bit of pressure.
I need an editor. So that's the thing, guys. What do you think I should do about that? Because I need an editor for reactions. Those are hard. Those are hard to do because you have to do the green screen effect. And then you got to put what I said in the background, and you got to get it done every other day. And it's like, does anyone know any professional editors like for like shit like this?
But of course, this crazy schedule started causing all sorts of problems. One big issue was that Logan had to stop filming to get a vlog out, which ended up just wasting a ton of the crew's time. He mentioned it pretty often in vlogs, and you could tell it was really getting to him. Things got so hectic that at a point, he literally had to hide in the bathroom just to finish a vlog. Yeah, it was that bad.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Yes, I'm vlogging in the bathroom. No, I'm not using the bathroom. I just, we're filming and I have nowhere else to vlog because this is just the quickest place I could vlog.
Now, in the few months where Logan actually kept up with the schedule were a total disaster. However, unfortunately, Logan's schedule would have to forcefully come to an end on June 23rd, 2024. On this day, they were filming SML movie Fast and Furious, which involved Logan and the crew racing every single car that they owned. One of the cars they raced in particular was Logan's Chevy Camaro. The same one he chipped off the Tennessee a few weeks earlier to get it boosted to a ridiculous 1,000 horsepower. However, when it came time to film, Logan wanted a killer burnout scene with the Camaro, but it didn't go perfectly right away. It took about 8 tries to get the shot, and by the end of it, tires were practically toast. Now, near the end of filming, Logan decided that he wanted to race the Porsche GT5 with his Camaro. Even though the tires were already shredded from all the burnouts, they lined up and took off, and Logan pushed the Camaro to around 140 miles per hour. As the race wrapped up, he started slowing down to about 90, but for some reason, he still felt confident enough to take a turn. That's when things went south. The Camaro started skidding, and in that split second, Logan knew he was in trouble. The car launched off a small hill and slammed into the ground, and right at that moment, he felt it happen. He had just broken his back.
I just wanted to let you guys know that during the filming of this video, I broke my back in a car accident. I was actually driving the red Camaro in this video. That's the car that I crashed in. And the reason why it crashed was because, if you notice in the video, we were doing a lot of burnouts, and that car had 1,000 horsepower. And we took it actually burned the tread off the tire from doing so many burnouts. So when I raced at the end of the drag strip and I tried to stop, the tires didn't get traction and it wouldn't stop. And the car kind of just skidded into a ditch, and my car went in the air and it landed really hard, and that's what broke my back. So I'm in this back brace for 12 weeks.
Now, this event that happened to Logan could have so easily ended his life, and besides his SMAS surgery in 2012, this was the closest Logan has ever been to losing his life. Now, obviously, this accident caused Logan to no longer be able to do all of these videos, as even filming SML videos alone would hurt Logan, and there's no way he was gonna keep up with everything. Now, this accident would cause Logan to be in a back brace for 12 weeks, and thankfully, he would eventually recover. And after recovery, everything would be going good for him in every aspect, up until December. On Christmas Eve 2024, coincidentally the 5-year anniversary of the "all relationships are fake" tweet from Chili, we would see Chili post on Instagram showing off an Instagram post of a girl who she claimed to be Logan's new girlfriend. Now, this one Instagram story would fully revive the SML drama. After this, we would see old ex-girlfriends of Logan's like Adriana and Rachel start speaking out, and they would even expose each other and Logan, and we would see a lot of stuff unfold. This drama would carry into the current year, 2025. Things would quiet down a bit around February, and we would even see Logan make a brief response about all the drama in a Chili vlog.
And also the videos of people are like, oh my God, Logan, you need to talk about allegations against you, all this stuff. First of all, guys, I'm not a fucking bad person. I've not done anything fucking wrong. I really have not done anything wrong. All the things that are happening right now online were from 4 years ago. Yes, there's some recent stupid shit that should have never been public. But no, I have not done anything illegal. I have not done anything wrong. I have not broke the law in any way. I have not done anything wrong that would hurt anybody. All the stuff that's happening online was 4 years ago, and people are mad, and people are just, a lot of people want money and things, and I'm refusing to give it, and they're losing their mind.
Now, for Logan's videos, things would go good for the first few months of this year. However, we would see a small bump on June 2nd, 2025, which seemed like a big bump at the time. Logan would post a video on the SML channel that was weird. It wasn't like a normal SML movie, and the video was titled "It Happened Again." In the video, Logan would reveal that YouTube has demonetized every video on the current SML channel again.
Hey guys, it's Logan. I just want to let you guys know that it has happened again. YouTube has demonetized this entire channel. They've removed our monetization. They've kicked us out of the YouTube partner program. This is the 4th channel, guys, that we've moved to since I started YouTube 18 years ago.
Now, right away, fans came in straight with defense for Logan, as this time he truly did nothing wrong. Lawyer up and sue them. Take this to court. Get Mr. Goodman. Take this to court. But thankfully, not even 24 hours later, YouTube would restore all of Logan's ads. So this most likely was just a mistake on YouTube's end. Now, thankfully, after this, everything has been going good for Logan, and they're very close to hitting 10 million subscribers for the first time in Logan's life ever since he got screwed out of hitting it when he had to delete the original Super Mario Logan channel. Well, if you enjoyed listening to me talk about Logan's life story, you should click on the video on screen. I'm sure you'll love it.